access this account. Cool.
Perfect. Okay, cool. So yeah, so I have some context to give you, and we'll just kind of go through it. And then yeah, I'll prompt you, and if you can talk out loud, that'll give me an idea of what you're thinking and that sort of thing, and what you see and that kind of thing. And I'll ask you questions throughout. But so the basis of this, so where you are now is, let's pretend that you're an American expat that's living in Canada. And it's tax time. So the US government charges tax based on citizenship and requires you to file a bunch of extra documents as part of your taxes every year. So one of those documents is called an Fbar. It's a report of foreign banks. And the idea is that for every account that you have outside of the United States, you have to report on what the highest balance is on that account, on every account throughout the year. So for example, the highest balance might have happened on March 1st. So you would need to go back and figure out what the highest balance is, and then you would need to submit that to the American government. Okay. So you're working with an accountant in Canada who specializes in US taxes. And she's going to file your Fbars with the government for you, but she needs you to supply her all of the numbers for your accounts, your account numbers, the balances, and the bank branches. So you found a website, this website, that claims to create your Fbar entries for you in 3 clicks. You want to sign up and create your Fbars. So precursors are you currently only bank with Royal Bank of Canada, and your accountant wants a spreadsheet with all of your Fbar entry details. So you've wound up on the Fbar app website, and you want to give it a try. So can you create an account and then create your Fbar entries?
Sure. So I will create. Oops.
All of these fields are faked, by the way. You can just mash keys if you like.
Yeah. Okay. It's weird that I see first the email and then first name, last name. I'm usually in the forms, it's the other way around that I'm used to. So I will give it a try, like a proper user testing.
Sure.
Okay. And use. Sign up. Good. You want to include in your report. Sure. Oh, wait. This is like a bit overwhelming.
Okay.
It's like I'm expecting to see something to add my account, but which place to link your bank? Okay. So I have a feeling that, okay, I'm gonna start to fill out the account or to find my bank first. I understand that this is a message like, okay, it's secure and it's private. But yeah, I feel like this information has to be more not as a pop-up, in a different way. Because I had a feeling that I need to complete something here with this also ticks here. It's like, can I choose that? But yeah, okay, secure, private. Continue. Client card. I would like to see what does it mean, like to have an info somewhere here, so an explanation that, yeah, we ask for this number. Because now I feel like, oh, what's the client card?
You mean an example in where you can find it, right?
Yeah, like an info somewhere here that I can click and I can see a message like, okay, usually it's on this part of your card, or an icon that I can see really visually. Okay, I have the card. Now this is my, my card. So, oh, okay, this is the number.
Makes sense.
Unless in kind of like it's very, you know exactly, it's only one number on the card. So
yeah, I see. It's a bit like when they talk about input the 3 digits on the back of the card. Normally, there's like a photo of a card, and it says, and there's like a red box that says you can find it here.
Exactly, the CVC, or if it's an American Express, then it's the 4 last digits. So that is very helpful. Yeah, I feel this is a really big font. Like, I feel like I'm gonna do a big step, like submit. So it's like a big step.
Got it. Yeah, no, that's great.
So yeah, since I don't have, I have to use random, or if I
you
click
can just you can hit submit. It's not a real form.
Okay. 2009 report. This is my bank account number. Okay, 4 accounts. Okay. That's good. But again, here, I would like to see with smaller font, because it's difficult to read through that.
Okay.
But I like the message, so that protects me from not clicking on something that it's not relevant. And then, oh yeah, I have 2 bank accounts, so that's
you just bank with RBC. You don't. You don't have
but I like that I can add it here.
Oh, okay.
So in the beginning, where I choose the accounts, I thought that could be like I have multiple choice. So this bank and this bank and this bank. And if it's not possible for any reason, like also how the program is working, then I would like to see that, no worry, like in another step, you can add another bank. So in the beginning, I wasn't sure if I had to select 2 of them, because I saw all the logos and I was like, okay, probably I can choose.
Got it. That I see for sure.
So if it's possible, it will be nice to be in the beginning. And if it's not, for code reasons, then it would be good to know that, don't worry, you can add another account later in the process.
That makes sense.
Good. I will do it a little bit more fun here with the colors. And
sorry for interrupting. One thing we forgot to clarify is that this is more of a prototype and not really finalized UI. But feel free to express yourself. It's more of a thing to keep in mind.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, let's generate the report.
So let me know when you're about to hit the pay and download, and I'll ask you a question.
Okay. Generate your report. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm starting feeling like, what did I pay for now?
Yep, absolutely.
Uh, It's like, yeah, I just bet $33. And yeah, I was expecting to have access. I understand like the connections with bank, they take time because I understand how the systems they are working a bit, but if I have no idea, that could be like a huge question, like, yeah. Because also I'm prepared to do that report and send it to my accountant. And I said, okay, I just have 1 hour free to do all my paperwork and finish with that. So I'm expecting, okay, let's log in, let's do it, and have this feeling of I completed the task. And now I feel like I have to leave it somewhere in the middle. And I don't know, also, I want to see, okay, when it's ready, I'm gonna receive it in my email. But what does it mean? Is it takes minutes, hours, days? I have, yeah, like that. We don't know how much time it's going to take to generate your report. There, okay, makes sense. Depends on the bank as well. And if I have 2, 3 different banks, it's going to be even more complicated. But I would like to see in average, like, but from our experience, this is the average time that you're to expect your account. So if it's hours, then, or if it's minutes, then it's like, oh, okay, I will finish today. But if it's like hours or days, I was like, oh, why? Okay. Oh. Repair the connection. This is, I feel something is going wrong here. So probably the words. Yeah. The expression is a bit like repair. So, oh, something broke. Or usually when you listen to the word repair, it's like, oh, it's going to take time.
Okay. This is amazing, by the way. This is incredible feedback. Okay, so let's say that you just remembered that actually you have some accounts you forgot about with the CIBC bank.
Okay.
And you need to add that bank so you can include CIBC into your report. Where would you go from here?
Okay, first I'll go like, oh, I paid for 3 of them. Okay, let's see. Like an idea is like, if I had 4, it would be less, or how it's probably create new.
CIBC.
Yeah. Submit. Okay, cool. Generate report. And then probably it's going to be 1 here, like $11, right?
Well, it'll be, can you say that again?
Here is like 3 bank accounts. Oh, okay. So it's other 33.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm still waiting for the other one?
Yes.
So I wouldn't add it until I have the first report.
Agreed.
Yeah, like to pay something, it's already a commitment, like, okay, I'm paying. So yeah, I don't know the rate of people that they forget to add a new another bank account. But before I proceed to payment, I would like to see, okay, we understand that you're so busy, and take a moment and think about if you forget a bank account, or because yeah, to do that means I'm not very familiar with all these process. That's why I also want to use this app.
Yeah.
And probably I'm forgetting something, and depends on the persona, but I believe like everyone is like, okay, they want to double check. And if that also the platform itself helped me with that, it's like kind of my body on this paperwork. So yeah, I would really like to see in a task that it's itself tedious work, and that to have some fun while doing it. And depends also on the persona.
Yeah.
I believe no matter the age, everyone wants to have fun. And
Yeah.
if you can make a boring thing more fun, then I would definitely recommend, because you save me time, and next year I will make sure that I will do it again.
Mhm. Yeah, if it's an enjoyable experience, then it's
Exactly.
something you're more likely to come back to.
Yeah, and you don't feel that, it's very bunk environment.
Yeah.
So now I understand it's a prototype, and the bunk environment itself is like,
Add some
overwhelming.
confetti, like the popping confetti animations, kind of.
Yeah, I mean,
that's also interesting indeed. Like because the industry is boring, you don't have to be boring as well. Sometimes that's something that I see also with myself as a designer, that sometimes because everybody's boring, you feel that you have to do it, otherwise you're gonna look too different in a way, to an extent that people won't really trust you. But this is actually a false assumption, and we can see it also in the e-banking, not e-banking, like the modern mobile banks that actually try to innovate on the UX and the UI and take something super boring and make it fun. So yeah, that's a great insight as well. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and of course, because I did the report and it was asked for my account, and I would like to see that I succeeded in something, like the instant feedback, like, oh, you did it this year, you're amazing, or no, your real numbers genius, something like, so you can laugh at yourself.
Sure.
Yeah, probably my marketing background, it's keep on coming, but I believe also as a person I would like to see that.
Yeah. Okay. This is super interesting, because this gives me lots of things to think about that I wasn't before. So let's just finish up, because we're like 2 clicks away. So let's just say you're happy with these accounts and you click generate report.
Mm-hmm. And I pay for.
Yeah, and let's say you're comfortable with it.
Oh, report complete. Okay. Yeah, 2 reports.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make, I don't know how it works, but if I had, like, let's say if from the beginning I had 2 banks, then I would have 1 report or 2 again?
You would have 1.
1.
Yeah.
Is there any way to merge them?
Yes and no. I could merge them. I kept them separate because if the first bank, like in this case, both banks are completed. So I wanted to so if for any reason one report isn't complete and the other one is, then I wanted to be able to show that, but it might not be, that might not end up being a very common case. so to speak. Like you're probably not going to forget that you actually bank with Fbars, so you're going to add them all together.
Exactly. Okay, so well, great. Then I need to send it to my accountant, right?
Yeah, your accountant is looking for a spreadsheet.
Spreadsheet. Okay.
Yeah, that's just a simulation, but okay, perfect. Yeah, you made it. You made it to the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, great.
This is clear, like PDF or spreadsheet. Yeah. Usually the download is on the right.
This is from the simulation of the Chrome download thing. So
yeah, but I mean the bar is usually from the right part, I think.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, great.
So we're done with the test.
Yeah, that's the end of the test.
Nice, perfect.
Thank you.
Cool.
I hope that I helped.
Yeah, you absolutely did. That was really, really great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You're 1,000% correct that like to pay for something and then find out that there's connection problems, that would bother me too. So I can already see that because I can know that there are going to be problems before you pay. It would make sense for me to say, hey, by the way, right now we're experiencing problems with this bank. You can pay now and we'll let you know, or we can send you an email when it's been like, I can figure out ways of alerting you before you pay that, hey, something's actually going wrong. We'll let you know when it's fixed. You can decide how you want to proceed, but warning you beforehand is that is an absolutely doable thing that I know I can do. And I think that'd be great for the user experience.
Yeah, and the estimation, if from your experience you already know the maximum that it's going to take, then yeah, it's more clear for me.
Yeah,
totally. One thing that I noticed and is very interesting with the people that are into development, can you go, actually, can we go back to the error screen with the errors? Yeah, with the repairing. You can share your screen as well if you want to.
Oh yeah, I'll take over sharing screen if that's okay.
Okay.
I want testing this one here and I've got framer here. Yeah, so you're talking about this guy right here. This one?
Exactly. Here, I think a great, just some UX feedback and ideas is that if you think about the emotional context of the user, they just made a payment and they're like, okay, I gave you my money, I trusted you, I want to see the report. And suddenly they see an error, which is a big bummer, but sometimes we cannot do anything about it. Like a network connectivity issue happened and that it's not a problem. So what it's really important is to reassure them that, hey, you know what, we have some issues, but rest assured, no worries, everything's going to be all right. You're going to have your report in probably in the next 1-2 hours. That's the average time. What Pepe also suggested that I need just like an average estimation. And if anything goes wrong, here is the button to talk to us. So it's really important to have a chat, kind of live chat, or just get help button in the interface as well, especially when things go wrong. But it's in general a good practice to add a support call to action in the product. That's one thing. And once you click OK here, you go back to the screen where it says waiting for. Yeah, that's really the honesty of developers, man. It's really cool because I have the same, like you're thinking, okay, what's going on the system? And I'm gonna show this. And what's going on the system is literally your app is waiting for them to repair their connectivity stuff. But if you tell to the user exactly how the system works, it becomes more complex. So too much transparency sometimes can be bad UX. So it's really about finding the in-between solution where you are honest with them. It's not like you tell them like you lie to them, but you don't overcomplicate them with the technical stuff. So in this case, it's like generating your report could be even enough or something like that. Like that, we're working on your report, rest assured it's gonna show up here. Because this, like waiting for somebody to repair their connection, as a user, I'm gonna be okay. Yeah, when are they gonna repair their solution, and why suddenly do you have to bother about RBC and their technical team? So it's better to have a more optimistic and less and more guided approach in a way, let's say.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
even talking about fun, like when you were mentioning there, like this feels like an opportunity to inject fun into the process.
Yeah, I wanted to say something on that, because if you do it like really fun, that one idea came in my mind there. Instead of waiting for the bank to repair their connection, it's like, okay, waiting for the bank accountant to finish his donuts and to accept the, you know. And of course, after that, it's like, we are kidding. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, to have some kind of more playful copy. Yeah. Sarcastic,
moment
even.
because
Yeah.
they have a lunch break and this kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's very funny. I love this.
Sweet. That's cool. Yeah, it's always nice to see the results of user tests, man. Every time, like, yeah, that's what we should do. We should do it more often.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always like with the user testing, I have this concern that when I'm very busy with tasks, I'm like, oh man, I don't want to spend time now user testing. Even if I tell people to do so, I have this concern myself that, yeah, it's going to take me time and so on. But once you do it, you realize that, yeah, I spent 30 minutes and I saved so much time. Like I got so much feedback, and now you save time because you know where you should focus on as well. So that's another thing, that it helps you set priorities on when it comes to the UX improvements of the product. That's pretty cool.
I have an idea for the report and the payment. So let's say